Ready, sister?
So salamat tingahari to everybody, Murid, and then for the Assunta Secondary School, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I gather it's your 23rd annual meeting, and you're there to elect new committee members. One of your main roles, but not your main, not the only reason. So I'm happy that you're all together, and I hope you're enjoying the company of each other. And I just wanted to mention, I may well all the best with whoever gets voted in for the different roles. But as I was looking down the list, generally speaking, as I have been telling you even during the Zoom 2 or 3 years when I spoke online, I've all the time been talking about bringing in fresh blood. And I would be happier, or asking you now, each one, to take upon herself to get to know Assuntarians of the year the 2000s, because I think now it's nearly all the 1900s that are, holding the ship afloat. But I hope that you will get more younger girls, so that the spirit will carry on. As a former, principal and foundress, I'm kind of worried that when all of you wonderful people have, done your time and you've gone off, that there's going to be a big gap. There's nobody to take over. And even in a family setting, normally we have to be thinking of the younger generation, passing on the culture and the spirit of the grandparents, through the parents, and then through our generation to the next generation. So for this AGM, I'm pleading with all of you who are there to make the effort to get to know. You see, a lot of them now, like some of you, when they're out of school, maybe are busy because they're in their jobs, their first jobs, and they don't have that much free time. But if you can make an effort to get in contact with them or with people who know them, and make sure when there is something like, for example, breakfast for the teachers, you bring them along and they get to know the former teachers and the older girls, and they catch the spirit a bit more, so that, when all of us and all of you are gone, the spirit that you had will have been passed on. I mean, my time is over now. I did what I could in my time, and each one of you also now in your time. I'm appealing to you today, as you vote. Of course you will be voting mainly for those who are now on the list, and that's very good. And you make a good choice and think of the future also, and put in people that you feel are very suitable for that particular post. But also have at the back of your mind, especially with the younger ones who are now there already, there are a few, asking them. And that my big appeal this evening as I talked to you was to bring along, or to, bring them for different functions. Maybe some of them, if it's sports day, and you know where they're living, and you happen to know they're Assuntarians, make sure that they attend the sports day and breakfast with teacher. And if there's a concert on in the school hall, if it's English literary night or whatever function, in any way you can, to remind them, so that the seeds that we have sown will bear fruit down the different generations. That's my main appeal tonight, because I suppose it's my general worry. I worry about this a lot. I went for the breakfast for the teachers because I didn't feel able to come out of the car. That's mainly because with my post-herpes pain, I don't want to be hugged. I cannot be hugged because my back is very, very painful. And it's one of the reasons also I'm not going to your AGM. It's safer that, you know, I stay quieter for the time being. But anyway, because of that, I'm not there. But you, in your way, can carry on. I was going to say something about the breakfast. I've forgotten, wasn't I?
I think you said about bringing the younger ones.
Yes, and I gather, yes, I mean, even the new headmistress, she was kind of surprised. There was a big gap in the generation of the past pupils who were there. She noticed it also. And I think this year the teachers maybe hadn't got as much information, I don't know, perhaps they didn't all know the girls, but there seemed to be a big gap anyway, mainly in the generation of Assuntarians who attended the breakfast, which is proof of what I'm saying. But anyway, I must thank also, before I close down, Angeline for serving as president for the 2 terms, actually, she's done very faithfully, and now she deserves a good rest and have time for other things, and I wish her a happy retirement from this difficult post. And then her assistant, I think some are standing again, you know, so all of you who are standing again also, all the best to you. And for new people coming in, a big welcome. I won't be there tomorrow, and I hope that there will be fresh blood along the way also, so that the different generations, the older, the middle, the younger ones, come out in the new committee that comes up. And all the best to each of you. And in advance, thank you for even standing to serve, because it's a big commitment. And you'll very often have to be at meetings and have to work maybe late at night to be ready and to give your commitment whatever way you can. So thank you in advance also for your yes. And God bless you all, and salamat malam to each one.